Hello students, welcome back to our channel Deeksha Karnataka. So as you all know, we have started a series of mock test for your COMEDK 2024 examination. So mock test 2 has already been released. So in this video, we'll be discussing the solutions of chemistry part 2, that is from your question number 31 to question number 60. So in my previous video, the part 1, I have discussed the question answers for question number 1 to question number 30. So this is the second part of that. So I hope you all have downloaded the question paper, solved it, and then you have come here to check the solutions. Okay, so this is very important and crucial period. So there's no use of watching the video without solving the question paper. So it is highly recommended to first solve it by your own and then come and see the solutions and understand the level of your preparedness. Okay, so if you have not downloaded the question paper yet, the question paper is available in our WhatsApp channel, and the link of the WhatsApp channel will be there in the description section of the video. Okay, so please go there, download it, join the channel first, and then download the question paper, solve, and then come back. Okay, let us see the first question now. The amount of solute that must be added to 180 gram of water so that the vapor pressure of the water is lowered by 10%. So now if you see, this question is from your solutions chapter, right? So, and the subtopic is relative lowering of vapor pressure. So, what is the formula here? P naught minus P by P naught is equal to XP, right? Now, the question is asked how much amount of the solute should be added. Now, in this formula for XP, we use the formula NB by NA, right? We neglect this NB value here, right? For easy calculations, this part is neglected, okay? So, now if you see, what is the final pressure? It is 10% less, right? So if we assume that initial pressure was 100%, now it has become 90. So now we can write it that 100 minus 90 by 100 is equal to number of moles of B. So number of moles of B is WB by MB, that is 60, and then by NA. So WA is 180 by 18, right? So all easy numbers are there for your calculation. So 10 by 100 is equal to, so we can tell this one as 1 by 10. So into 600 is equal to WB, right? So if we solve this, the answer will be getting around a 60. So the correct answer for this question is option number B. Okay, next. Which pair of electrolytes could not be distinguished by the products of electrolysis using inert electrodes? Okay, so this question is from your electrochemistry, right? So we should know that there is a products of electrolysis in aqueous solution and molten solutions are different. It depends on the oxidation and reduction potentials of the cations and anions, right? So now if you see here in copper sulfate, what happens? The product is copper. At the cathode, at the anode, so copper plus will be reduced. See, I'll write the products here to copper. This reaction, that is reduction reaction, will happen at cathode. Okay. And in anode there will be oxidation, oxygen will be produced. Okay. Now in case of copper chloride, what will happen? At cathode we will have copper, and at anode we will have chlorine, right? So the products are different here, so this cannot be the answer. Like that you have to think for all of them. Now if you see KCl and Ki, okay, so this is for option number A. Now I'll write just the products. So for cathode and anode, so if I take KCl, okay, then at anode Cl2 will be produced, and at cathode oxygen will be produced. At next, if you see for one second, yeah, that is correct. And next, if you see for Ki, okay, and again in Ki, at anode you will find I2, and here you will find O2. So you see the products are different here. So this can also not be the correct option. Now if you see for this one, okay, option number C, that is AgNO3. In AgNO3, what will happen? At cathode we will get silver, okay, and at anode you will get oxygen. Now same for copper nitrate, if you check, at cathode you will get copper, and at anode you will get oxygen, right? So this also cannot be the answer. Now if you see KCl and NaCl, okay, this is option number C. Next, for option number D, if I write, okay, for cathode and anode, so in KCl what will happen? At anode there will be chlorine, but here it will be oxygen. For this one also NaCl, here it will be chlorine, and here it will be oxygen, right? So that is why the correct answer for this question will be option number D. Okay. So next question, the structure of the major product formed in the following reaction is. So this is NaCN substitution reaction, chlorine will be replaced with CN, so and nothing else will change. So the correct answer for this question will be option number D. Now next, refining of petroleum involves the process of fractional distillation, that is option number B. Next, for a first order reaction, the ratio of the time for 99% completion of the reaction to half of the reaction to complete is. So this question is from chemical kinetics. This is one of the very important formula, that is T 99.9% is equal to 10 times of T 50%. So the ratio, if you take T 99.9 by T 50, that will be equal to 10. So the correct answer for this question is option number C. Next, which of the following statements is not true about manganate and permanganate ions? Okay, so manganate and permanganate ion, you can draw the structure. So we have MnO4 2 minus and MnO4 minus, right? So both have tetrahedral geometry, so this is correct. Oxidation state of Mn is different in two ions. Yes, in MnO4 2 minus, if you see, it will get plus 6, right? And if you see here, it will be plus 7. So these two are different again. Next, manganate is diamagnetic, but permanganate is paramagnetic. So if you see this one is your permanganate, right? And this one is your manganate. Now if you see manganate, this is plus 7 state will be, there will be no unpaired electron here. So this one will be diamagnetic and this one will be paramagnetic, but the given options are different, right? So that is incorrect. So the correct answer for this question is option number C. Now see, manganate has green color while permanganate is purple color. This statement is also correct. So the incorrect statement is option number C, and the correct answer for this question will be option number C. Okay, you have to find the incorrect statement. Next, which values can be obtained from the information represented by the vapor pressure curve of a liquid? So in vapor pressure curve, if you have seen the graph for that one, we will get, like, this is the vapor pressure curve we get, from where we can predict the pressure versus boiling point or temperature will be there. So at normal boiling, normal pressure, what is the boiling point we can calculate, and similarly we can calculate the freezing point at the normal pressure, right? So the correct answer for this question will be normal boiling point and normal freezing point. There is no data about enthalpy of vaporization in the vapor pressure curve. Okay, so the correct answer will be so this one will be vapor pressure curve. So correct answer will be A and B, that is option number B. Okay, next, question number 8, match the following and select the answers from the given codes. Okay, so potential of hydrogen electrode at pH is equal to 10. So let us first calculate this one. E of the cell, or E of the potential, I can write E of potential of hydrogen will be equal to E naught of H plus H2 minus 0.059 by N log of 1 by H plus. So 1 by pH 10 means 10 to the power of minus 10. Okay, so let me write it clearly here. See here, what will be the formula? E of the cell or E of the electrode, okay, is equal to E naught of electrode, right, minus 0.059 by N log of 1 by H plus, right? This is the formula. Now what is the concentration of H plus? If you see, pH is equal to 10 means H plus concentration is 10 to the power of minus 10. Now if I substitute here, E naught of the hydrogen electrode is 0 because it is a standard hydrogen electrode, then minus 0.059 by 1 log of 1 by 10 to the power of minus 10. Now when this goes up, we will get minus of 0.59, right? So the correct answer here for option number A is 3. So we have these two we can eliminate. Now if you see copper is the only element, transition element in the 3D series with positive electrode potential. So this value you must remember, that is 0.34 volt. Okay, so this is actually 0.34 volt. So B has to be option number 4. So B is A3, B4. So this one we can also eliminate. So the correct answer for this question will be option number D. Okay, now if you see here, question number, then option number C. Zn2 plus is your 0.76 volt, and 2.303 RT by F, if you take all the standard conditions, you will get this one as 0.0591. So D has to be 2. Okay, correct answer for this question is option number D. Next, the aqueous of solution that has the highest value of relative lowering of vapor pressure at a given temperature is. So we know that relative lowering pressure is delta P by P naught is equal to XB, and I, if it, we have to use I if it is a electrolytic solute. So for first one, sodium phosphate, right? So Na3PO4, Na3PO4. So I value is 4 here. Now so barium chloride, that is BaCl2. So I value is 3 here. Sodium chloride, that is NaCl, I value is 2 here. And for glucose, I value is 1. So more is the I value here, more will be the relative lowering of vapor pressure. Correct answer for this question will be option number A. Okay, next, so this question was from your solutions chapter. This is a very high weightage topic. Next, half-life of a first order and zeroth order reactions are same. So question is from chemical kinetics and half order concept. Then the ratio of the initial rate of the first order reaction to that of the zeroth order reaction. Okay, so first what ratio is asked, let us write down. So R1, for that is for first order, I can write K1 into initial concentration, let us write it as A naught. Okay, so A naught, and since it is first order, so that will be A naught to the power of 1, that is A naught. Now R0, because we need the ratio of first order to the zeroth order, so that will be equal to K0 into A0 to the power of 0, that will become 1, so we will not mention it like this. Okay, so I can write what here, R1 by R0, okay, R1 by R0 is equal to K1A0 by K0. Okay, now what we can do, what another information is given, the half-life of the first order, T half for first order is equal to T half for zeroth order, right? Now if you see, the formula of T half for first order is 0.693 by K1, that will be equal to A naught by 2K zeroth order, right? So I need the ratio of K1 by K naught. So let me write from here, K1 by K naught or K0 will be equal to 0.693 into 2 by A naught, right? So I will get 0.693 K naught, 0.693 into 2 by A naught. So now we can substitute that value here. So what I'll get, R1 by R0 is equal to K1 by K0, that is 0.693 into 2 by A naught, and we had this A naught already from before, right? This one will get cancelled, so I'll get 2 into 0.693. So the correct answer for this question will be option number B. This is an easy question. The only thing is you should know how to arrange and rearrange the equations. Now coming to the next question. Propionic acid with Br2P yields a dibromo product. Its structure is. So this question is from aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. So you know this reaction, HBZ reaction. So if we have propionic acid, right? Here we have alpha hydrogens. So these alpha hydrogens are replaced with your bromine group. So I will get CH3, CBr2, COOH. Right? So the correct answer for this question will be option number C. Next, the equilibrium constant K for the reaction will be equal to dash. So this question is from your electrochemistry chapter. Okay. The delta G, that formula that is there. So you know the Nernst equation is E of the cell is equal to E naught of the cell minus 0.059 by N log of K. Now what happens here? At equilibrium, E of the cell is 0. So we can take the equation like this. E naught of the cell is equal to 0.059 by N log of K. Now if you see here, what is the value of E naught of the cell is already given, 0.46 and 0.059 by N. So if you see, if in this reaction, copper to plus 2 electrons will be used, Ag plus to Ag 1 electron, but there are 2 silver, so again 2 electrons will be used, so 0.2 log of K. Okay, so now if I just calculate it, so 0.46. So now for easy calculation, let us make it as 0.06. Okay, then we will get 0.03. So 0.06 by 0.03. So it is like around 15 times, somewhere around 15 times. So I can just write 15 point something is equal to log of K. So K will be equal to anti-log of 15 point something. So that is your 15.6, option number A. Okay. Easy question again. Next one. The oxidation state of Fe in the brown ring complex is. Okay. This one is important question from coordination compound. So let us calculate. So X will be, for Fe I will take it is at X. H2 is a neutral ligand, so it will be 0. For nitro, NO, you should remember it is a +1. Okay, nitro is +1. And then for sulfur, it is -2 is equal to 0. So X will be equal to +1. Okay, correct answer for this question will be option number A. Next, isopropyl benzene on aerial oxidation in presence of dilute acid gas. So this, if you remember, very important method of preparation for phenols, that is from cumene. So if we have isopropyl benzene, okay, and on aerial oxidation, it will give you the final product formed here is phenol, right? So the correct answer for this question will be option number D. Next, question number 15. 10 gram of a piece of marble was put into excess of dilute HCl acid. When the reaction was completed, 1120 centimeter cube of CO2 was obtained at STP. The percentage of CaCO3 in the marble is. Okay, so this question is again from some basic concepts of chemistry. Okay, now if you see, first of all we have to write the reaction, right? So what is happening? Calcium carbonate, okay, was put in excess of HCl to form what? CaCl2, okay, plus CO2, and then we will have water, right? So now if we balance this reaction, we have 3 oxygen, 2 hydrogen. So this is there, the balanced reaction. Now the question is asked from this one, 1120 centimeter cube of carbon dioxide is produced. Now if you see this reaction, what I can say is from 1 mole of CaCO3, 1 mole of CO2 is produced, right? Now if I convert this into mass, so I can say 100 gram of CaCO3 will produce 1 mole of carbon dioxide at STP, it is mentioned, so occupies 22,400 ml of CO2, right? Now if I say for 1 gram, then from 100 gram how much calcium carbonate will be produced? Okay, we can write it in the other way. So just a minute. See here, this part, we can also say like this, that 1 mole of carbon dioxide is produced from 1 mole of calcium carbonate, right? So this 1 mole of CO2 is produced from 1 mole of CaCO3, right? Now 1 mole of CO2 means how much volume? 22,400 ml of CO2 is produced from 100 gram of calcium carbonate, right? I am putting this one on volume, this one on mass, because we need volume is given and we need mass also for calcium carbonate. Then we can say for 11,020, okay, ml of CO2. So what it will require? 100 by 22,400, okay, into 11,020. So here we can cancel these zeros. Then we have 1 by 10 by 2, so that is your 5, right? So we will get 5 gram, right? Now 5 gram is present in 5 gram of calcium carbonate is present in 10 gram of marble. So what is the percentage composition? 5 by 10 into 100, right? That is nothing but 50%. So the correct answer for this question will be option number B. Next, which of the following alcohols is the strongest acid? So you know, acid means the conjugate base should be very stable. Once the bulkiness increases on the hydrocarbon part, the plus I effect will increase and it will destabilize the conjugate base. So the smaller, or the in CH3OH, since only one alkyl group is there, destabilization will be less and the conjugate base will be more stable and the acidity will be very high. So the correct answer for this question is option number A. Next, during the electrolysis of aqueous sodium chloride, the cathodic reaction is. So if you see sodium chloride, right, Na plus and Cl minus, H plus and OH minus. So these two are positively charged ions, they will move towards the cathode, and these two are negatively charged ions and will move towards the anode. So if you see, H plus has more what I can say, reduction potential, so it will get reduced. So what happens here, oxidation of Cl minus is not there, oxidation is not there, reduction is not there, reduction of H2O is there, from where we get H2 gas. So the correct answer for this question is option number C. Okay, next one, the value of stability constant depends on. So when a complex is formed, the value of stability constant depends on the charge of the metal ion. Higher the charge, higher will be the stability. Nature of the ligands, if the ligands are like chelating ligands, it will be more stable, that is chelation. So the all of the above are important factors. So correct answer is option number D. Next, the next method to prepare fluoromethane. So fluoromethane, we know it is a halogen exchange method in presence of metal and any haloalkanes like bromoalkanes or chloroalkanes. So the question, correct answer for this question is option number C. This is a very important name reaction from haloalkanes and haloarenes chapter. So I want all of you to comment down the name of this reaction. Okay. So let me see how many of you are responding here. Question number 20. The compound formed as a result of oxidation of ethyl benzene, KMNO4 is. Okay, so ethyl benzene is there. Now if you do oxidation of this one, we will get benzoic acid. Okay, correct answer for this question is option number D. Next, which of the following compounds is used as the starting material for the preparation of K2Cr2O7? So in K2Cr2O7, its oxidizing properties and its methods of preparation very important, its structures, and again the same thing for manganate ion. Both these are present in your D and F block chapter, so revise it properly. Very simple questions like this are asked from there. Okay, so you know it is started from iron chromite, so the correct answer is option number C. Next, which of the following process involves the absorption of energy? Okay, so this question is from your, we can say, periodic classification. Okay, so whenever you add the second electron, we need to provide energy, because already once the electron is added, the molecule becomes negatively charged, so it will repel the incoming electron. So whenever it is already one electron is added, the second electron gain enthalpy requires energy, and it is a endothermic process. So if you see here, first electron is added, so energy will be released. Here you see O minus is there, means already one electron was present, added, and then you are adding another extra electron. So here we need to provide energy, so this will be endothermic. So correct answer will be option number B. Next, pick out the correct statement. A catalyst speeds up the reaction by increasing the activation energy. That is incorrect. Activation energy will always decrease for the rate of reaction to increase. Activation energy, keeping the activation energy, here it is decreases. Okay, keeping the reaction mechanism the same. That is also incorrect. The reaction mechanism changes. Otherwise, how can the activation energy will be different, right? The activation energy changes by following an alternative path for the reaction. So a catalyst speeds up the reaction by providing an alternative path of lower activation energy. Okay, so this is the correct statement, that is option number C. Okay, next question. Calculate the partial pressure of carbon monoxide from the following data. Okay, so let us see here. If we calculate, where is carbon monoxide? In the second equation, right? So I can write for second equation Kp2. Okay, Kp2 is equal to product concentration, that is partial pressure of CO2. There will be a square because here 2 is there, divided by partial pressure of CO2. Okay. Now, partial pressure of CO2 we have to find out from the first data. So if you see here, Kp1 is equal to partial pressure of CO2. So that is equal to 8 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Now we can substitute that here. So what is Kp2 value? 2 is equal to partial pressure of CO2, CO square, divided by 8 into 10 to the power of minus 2. So we'll get 16 into 10 to the power of minus 2 is equal to partial pressure of carbon monoxide. Now just take the root over of on both the sides, we'll get 4 into 10 to the power of minus 1, that is 0.4. So the correct answer for this question will be option number B, that is 0.4. Okay, not D, that is 0.4. Next question. Two particles A and B are in motion. The wavelength associated with the particle A is 5 into 10 to the power of minus 8 meter. The wavelength of particle B having the momentum half of A. So this question is again from structure of atom. Okay, de Broglie hypothesis. So let us see clearly what is given. The wavelength of particle B having momentum half of A. So we have lambda A and we have lambda B. Let PA is equal to P and PB, that is momentum of B, will be having momentum half of A. So I can write P by 2. Okay, so now the question is asked to what is the question is asked to calculate the momentum. So wavelength lambda a by lambda b will be h by p a into h by pb. Okay, ratio I have taken. So now if I solve it here, h will get cancelled, and in place of pb I can substitute p by 2, and here I can substitute p, right? This will get cancelled. So what I'm getting basically, lambda a by lambda b is equal to 1 by 2. So what is lambda b then? That is 2 times of lambda a. So 2 times of lambda a value is given 5 into 10 to the power of minus 8. So that is 10 into 10 to the power of minus 8, that is 10 to the power of minus 7. So correct answer for this question is option number C. Easy question, just you need to arrange the equation. Among the elements from atomic number 1 to 36, the number of elements which have an unpaired electron in the s subshell. So if you see, all the group 1 elements are having one unpaired electron. So we have hydrogen, lithium, sodium and potassium. Now after this we have 2 elements from the d transition series, that is your chromium and copper, which have 1 electrons in their s orbital. So the correct answer for this question is option number C, that is 6. Next, which of the following factors will not affect the corrosion, is or are? So presence of metal in the electrochemical series, yes, that is affected. Presence of carbon dioxide in water, so there is no role of carbon dioxide in corrosion. Okay, presence of impurities in the metal will definitely affect. Presence of protective coating, it prevents rusting. So the correct answer for this question is option number B. Next, drugs which bind to the receptor site and inhibits its natural functions, so these are called as your antagonist. Okay, so correct answer for this question is option number C. So let us see the next question. When manganese salt is fused with mixture of KNO3 and solid NaOH, the oxidation number of manganese changes from. So if you see, manganese is, we are treating Mn plus 2, right? So manganese is in plus 2 oxidation state. So yeah, that is MnO. When you treat it with KOH and KNO3, okay, you form sodium manganate, that is, you get potassium manganate, so we'll get K2MnO4. Okay, so the oxidation state of manganese here is plus 6, so you can say 2 plus x minus 8 equal to 0, so x is equal to plus 6. So the correct answer for this question will be option number C. Next, a first order reaction has a half-life of 34.655, its rate constant is. So this is very simple question, you have to use the formula. Half-life of first order is equal to 0.693 by K, right? So we can substitute here, K is equal to 0.693 by T half, so that is equal to 34.655, okay, by 0.693. So for easy calculation, let us make it as 34.655, I can round it off to 35, and 0.693 we can round it off to 0.7, right? So that is 350 by 7, so somewhere around 50, wait 1 second, 34.655, right? We need to calculate the rate constant. So, okay. So let us see the next question. A first order reaction has a half-life period of 34.655 seconds. Its rate constant is. So we have this formula, T half is equal to 0.693 by K, right? We need to calculate K. So K value will be equal to 0.693 by 34.655, right? So now for easy calculation, what we can do is we can make it as 0.7. and this one let us make it as 35. Now if you see, I can write 7 by 350, that is equal to 7 by 1 by 50, so that is 0.2 into 10 to the power of minus 1, or we can say 0.02. So we will have 2 into 10 to the power of minus 2. So the correct answer for this question will be option number A. Okay. Okay. So yeah, these were the next 30 questions of your part 2 mock test 2 chemistry solutions. So I hope all of you would have downloaded the question paper, solved it. So if you haven't, the question paper is available in our WhatsApp channel. So please join the WhatsApp channel. The link of the WhatsApp channel is there in the description section of this video. Please go there, join the channel, download the question paper, solve it by your own under exam conditions, and then come back and check your solutions. Okay, do not watch the video without solving the mock test. There is no point of doing that. So just please solve it and understand your level of preparedness for this exam. Okay, so that's all for this video. If you have found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe our channel. And if you have any doubt in any question, so please just comment down the doubts. I'll be definitely addressing it in my next video. Thank you and all the very best for your COMEDK exam.